Yo, last year in my creative community called Silo, our word of the year was refine. And we love doing those words because it's so powerful and it sets the tone. We really honed our skills, optimized our processes, and focused on getting better at the work itself. Even in my personal photo and video business, I needed to have my hands in it. But something became clear. Refining has its limits. You can spend hours getting better, practicing building systems, and still feel stuck. And towards the end of the year, I was just overwhelmed with so many projects I was doing. That's why for 2026, my word of the year is proximity. Proximity, y'all. The people around you matter more than the motivation, more than the talent, more than the hustle. It's about being surrounded by people that cheer you on, challenge you, and support you no matter what happens in your life. And in this video, I want to break down why proximity matters, how it accelerates growth, and how you can start building intentional proximity into your life this year. So first, I want to talk about why refine only takes us so far and what I've learned about that over this last year. Refine is amazing. It's how you get better at your craft, and honestly, it was an amazing word of the year. But the reality is, even after refining, I've seen people plateau. You can practice endlessly, but if you're doing it alone, there really is a ceiling. I was talking with my friend Victoria recently, and she's a part of a studio, and she was talking to me. She said, yeah, it's crazy. This is her first year in it. She just left her full-time job and moved into a creative freelance job for herself. She was telling me that once she became a part of the studio and we're surrounded by a lot of other people doing the exact same thing, they've been in it for the last 15 years. She's not even a year into it. And even she was saying that they were still trying to figure life out, even 10 or 15 years into this, it's a real cycle of where you are in the market. How can you position yourself differently? How can you stand out from other people that are new and up and coming? And just it's crazy that even those seasoned professionals are going through similar growth seasons and drought seasons that someone who's just first year into this could be as well. But that's also why she said that it was so life-giving to her and to them when she joined the studio, because it really matters who you're around, and it's not just about skill, it's about your environment. And that's why your circle shapes your growth. Who you spend your time with affects what you believe is possible. Surrounding yourself with ambitious, supportive, and challenging people only makes your growth accelerate. I've been around so many new people this year that have just continue to spark my interest in moving towards a direction where I can actually do that. Being around business coaches, people that want to cheer you on, whether that's your friends or other mentors that you look up to, people in your world that will actually give you real advice and be honest with you, are super important. Whether that's Pete Rodriguez, who you've seen on the podcast before, or someone locally that you look up to, it's super important that you just continue to find that next person that's a year ahead of you or 2 years ahead of you, because they can speak into problems that they've solved and save you a ton of time. I've personally done this. Tons of people in our community have been coming to me with questions about gear, about what they should do next, about problems that they're having in their business. And I just keep telling them, you're doing the right thing, you're on the right path, you're just at a different season than others that you're comparing yourself to. So stay in your lane and keep moving forward towards the goals that you think. Whether that's booking more wedding gigs or doing more family sessions or managing social media, all you have to do is just keep doing that thing and put in the hours, because sometimes it doesn't take work, it takes consistency. So the lesson here is exposure to other people and as well as influence around you accelerates your development, and you can't overestimate the energy you absorb from the people around you. I know I have fully changed as a human by the people I surround myself with, going from an introvert to a full-on extrovert on camera in front of people and everything like that. And so what help would it be if we don't define the people that you should be around? And so when we look at your circle, we're looking at these three kinds of people. Cheerleaders, the people that lift you up. Challengers, the people who confront your weak spots. And mentors, they've walked the path before and can shorten your learning curve. And so you're gonna find a lot of cheerleaders just in your social media in general. People are gonna be fire photo, bro. You're doing awesome in weaving this thing. You're doing amazing in this aspect of your life. I can't believe that you made this image. I can't believe you did this. Those kinds of people are so readily available, but what it takes is a challenger, someone who's willing to be no, I would do this a little bit differently, or hey, you stepped over the line saying this. Can we work on a better way to say that? I know you can do better than that image. I know it wasn't your best shoot ever, but what can we take away from this one? So like I said, you can find cheerleaders anywhere, but when you get into the challenger and mentor roles, that's where it goes another level. For me, a challenger is Devin. Devin goes above and beyond to make sure my spelling is correct in all of my newsletters and gets the formatting right on some of these podcasts. And man, he just will call me out on stuff. And I'm like, dude, why? Like, a lot of other people would be like, oh my gosh, am I being annoying? And I'm like, no, dude, I welcome that so much that you're calling me out on some of these shortcomings that I have. And how can I do better? What would you do differently? And an example of a mentor for me would be Pete Rodriguez, where he's come alongside me on multiple occasions and been like, hey, so I've been where you're at before. Here's how you get around that little roadblock, and don't worry about it, because it's really not that big deal in the grand scheme of things. And without that perspective, I'd be looking at this big giant problem that I'm facing. I'm like, oh, how is this possible? And I wouldn't know how to move forward. And when he can turn this huge boulder into a little rock that you can just step around, it changes like how you're doing things and how you can impact other people as well. And so you have to be really intentional with the people that you look for. And that might come easy to you, it might not, but surrounding yourself with the right mix creates momentum in your own business. So finding those people, becoming friends with those people first, and then asking them to be those challengers, cheerleaders, and mentors will make a big difference. And so now we build on proximity. That's our word of the year for 2026, and I'm so excited to share it with you guys. Proximity doesn't happen by accident. You have to create it, join communities, attend events, DM peers, collaborate, or even schedule regular coffee chats with someone you respect. I host a mastermind for creatives every other week, and it's been so instrumental in the growth that we've been facing. So for me, proximity is growing Silo. It's building a friend group of people that I'm actually friends with. I actually hang out with outside of Silo, building that into my life so that this is not just something that I dive into as a personality, as a part of me, but it is like part of me. It is the whole of me. It is the people that I interact with that continue to grow with me and make me grow personally. Another way to do this is that I just invited a couple of my closer friends from Silo to a mastermind. And like a mastermind is basically like, yo, we all run creative businesses. How can we give good information, challenge each other, do like deep dives in specific parts of our businesses to see like what is happening? How can we improve? Hey, I never looked at it from this perspective. Have you considered doing this? Hey, this is the platform that I use. Anything like that. We meet up bi-weekly. We get together at a coffee shop. We do that. We co-work a little bit afterwards, and we all just leave so much more pumped to do the work that we already love to do, but now we do it with other people. And so I challenge you, just do it. Like, it doesn't have to be anything super big. It doesn't have to be Silo level huge. Just go out there with a couple of friends that you have that are doing the same thing as you, or just DM a couple of people that you see locally that are like doing the right thing. Reach out to them, be like, hey, can we meet for coffee? Not even try to pick your brain. I just want to hang out and get to know what you know. And something that I've learned this year too is that proximity is actionable. Don't wait for it to fall in your lap. Go out and create it. That's what Silo started as. It started as something that happened because we saw what was needed. We designed our community around proximity. People support, challenge, and cheer each other on. You guys share projects, give feedback, and push others forward. And it wouldn't be possible without you guys. I've seen so many people come through Silo, which is the coolest thing ever, by the way. Coolest thing ever is to be a part of something that allows people to enter and then be changed and then leave and go out into the world. And so when we had like 3 to 4 different models come through Silo, start out with nothing, be in front of the camera for 2 hours at a time at a capture event, and then leave, and they just keep getting booked for stuff, dude. Models are getting signed because they're just existing in the Silo ecosystem. We're not networking, we're not doing anything like that. Networking to me is a pretty icky word, honestly, still, but you just need to do it. Just come to an event and you're gonna meet the people that you need to meet. And so that's why I think you should join Silo. I think you should join our Discord in the link in the description. Also join our newsletter. That's how you get involved. It's how you show up for yourself is how you're gonna show up for other people. And I want you to show up well for other people. So if you haven't already, join in the link in the description, join our newsletter and our Discord, and to be known when our next live events are happening. So let's recap. Refinements alone have its limits. It's super great. I love it, but proximity accelerates growth. And I think that's what I'm looking forward to most next year, is I want to be around these kinds of people. I want to be around cheerleaders, challengers, and mentors. All have their own place, but building proximity intentionally is what matters. Grow deep with these people. Find someone that you're willing to attach 6 months to and don't stop. Silo is an example of intentional creative proximity. And so this year, focus on who you surround yourself with just as much as what you do in your free time. Drop a comment below and tag someone who challenges or inspires you. I want to hear about the people who are shaping the creative journey. See you in the next video. Peace.